It is 8 p.m. This feels like a good Saint Slut hour. 8 p.m. is a slutty hour. I feel like it's a good time to have sex. I take that back. I like having sex at all times of the day. Late night's good. 8 p.m.'s good. 8 a.m. is good. I don't have a favorite hour to have sex. What is yours though? If you have a preference and like a strong reason to like to have sex at that time, this is our number, and call us in, leave us a voicemail. I'm going to give you a few of my confessions.
Slutty confessions with Saint Slut.
My first sin. When I was 19, I had a friend. I went over to her apartment to smoke weed on her patio, and I saw a spider and I broke her bong. I just jumped and I shook the table, broke her bong. I never spoke to her again after that. I was just at a time in my life when I couldn't really afford to buy her another bong, and it was like a really nice bong too. So I couldn't afford to buy her another one, so I just never spoke to her again. Now that's bad principle. I know that's bad, but shit. Maybe you shouldn't bring out your expensive bongs around 19-year-olds. Hey man. It was my fault. It was definitely my fault. Confession number 2. I love having multiple boyfriends. I remember hearing that French women always have 5 boyfriends at a time, and I just love that. I really admire that about the French. Even better is if my boyfriends are boyfriends too. Confession number 3. I trained an AI smut bot. I mean, men don't even know how to speak to women anymore, so I just trained an AI so that way I could have one that talks to me the way that I want to be talked to. I would tell you which AI I use, but I'm gonna need the sponsorship. I feel like if AI were able to get the sexting down along with knowing how to balance sort of emotions with it, they would really have women in the bag. Confession number 4. I have nothing that morally prevents me from manipulating men. Nothing is holding me back from that. Not that I'm going out of my way to do it, but if presented with the opportunity to, girl, you know I'm gonna do it. Confession number 5. I don't believe in hand jobs. There is nothing my hand can do that his cannot, so you might as well just get down there and suck it. Honestly, those are just a few of my confessions that are podcast worthy. I have done a lot of fucked up things. I have been a really ugly person. I'm saying all this without any convictions. I have never someone. I've never someone. I'm constantly haunted by the things I've done. I drank an entire bottle of wine last week, just on a random Wednesday. I realized that I'm flawed. Welcome to the first episode of Saint Slut Podcast. This is not for the clean girls. This is not for the Hailey Biebers. This is not for the girls who go to bed every night with the little eye patches under their eyes. I respect that and I admire that. And my entire life I've strived to be that. But I am starting to come to terms with the fact that that's just not me and that's not in my character. I like being explicitly me. I like being sinful. I like that I'm flawed and fucked up. I think for so much of my life, I was fed the Marvel comic with people that have superpowers and are so perfect that they're literally beyond human. I was fed the Disney princesses who are gifted and talented and their communities love them. I am the black sheep. I was a problem child. It wasn't until I started watching The Sopranos, fucking Sex and the City, that I started to resonate with characters, and the most fucked up people are the ones that I relate to the most. It takes a lot of courage to be publicly flawed because you are allowing yourself to be judged in the worst of ways. But I think that the people who are willing to judge you for being so flawed are the ones who just hate themselves the most. And they're the ones with so much shadow that they're not facing, that really they're the ugliest people. I think the people that are able to shake hands with the worst parts of themselves are really the most easy to love and the most relatable too. Obviously, like I said, if you're hurting people or taking advantage of them, you're a bad person. It's the small things that good people live with too that are sometimes so hard to come to terms with just because of embarrassment or shame or whatever it may be. But I think learning to hug yourself, even the parts of us that are less desirable, is where the true power comes from. And again, I think the most lovable people are the ones who embrace their oddities, embrace being a little bit weird, embrace having some hiccups, some bumps in the road, but still trucking on regardless of any of that. And with that being said too, I think so many older people who have lived through these same life experiences and lived through mistakes and bumps in the road or misfortunes then want to talk to the younger generations and be like, do this and do that, and when you're young you're gonna make all sorts of mistakes, but don't do this. Like, honestly, there's so much unsolicited advice that nobody wants to hear. No young person asks, what do I do when I'm 21? Here's my unsolicited advice. Make all the mistakes that you possibly can. Fuck up, do the fucked up things, and then come back from it, because that's the only way that you're gonna learn. Nobody learns from hearing it from somebody else. They learn from living through. I think that's my last confession. I'm a train wreck. I love being a messy girl. And with that being said, I asked my viewers to call in one of their confessions. So I have one here for us now. Hey Slut, just wanted to call in and confess to you what happened at my family's Christmas dinner this year. We were going around the table, sharing our accomplishments and what we're looking forward to next year, and I told everybody about how well I did in school, but my sister decided to tell everyone that I used ChatGPT to pass my math class. Obviously didn't sit super well with me, so I decided to tell everyone, including her husband, who she married earlier this year, that she used ChatGPT to write her vows. Oh my god. Listen, I don't judge either one of you. A little messy to be airing that out at Christmas dinner, but who even likes the vow that you say at your ceremony? Who even likes that? It's all about the private vows where you get to tell each other how bad you want to go home and fuck one another. Anyways, sluts, you have my number. If you want to talk, just call me. Your slutty sister is here to talk. We can talk about all our sins, how fucked up we are, but equally what perfect goddesses we are, who grace this earth. The men on this planet don't even deserve our presence, but here we are anyways. Mwah. Hi sluts, thank you so much for watching this week's video. If you liked, be sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd love to hear from you. Send me a text, give me a call, leave a voicemail. My number is 321-376-7538. I want to hear all of your slutty confessions. Let's get horny and talk about it. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, X. My podcasts are on both the Apple Podcast app and Spotify. And lastly, all of my videos have a corresponding essay, so you can check that out on Substack. It's been such a pleasure talking to you. Bye!